Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It is exciting to see IASP President Dr. Andrew Rice here. Dr. Rice was instrumental for 2025 IASP declaration for the Global Year campaign, which this year focused on advancing pain education, research, and clinical care in the underserved and marginalized population. In line with this declaration, I will be presenting a case study on the Global Online Pain Fellowship, an innovative tele-education model designed to overcome geographic and financial barriers in pain education. I have to go back to COVID-19 pandemic. As you may recall, it was the darkest time of our lives. As a pain physician, I suddenly found myself, like many of you, confined to my home during the pandemic. Patient interactions were reduced to a trickle of Zoom consultations. Surgeries were postponed, pain procedures were postponed, research lab closed, and academic life felt like it had come to a standstill. At first, I will be honest with you, it felt great. I mean, who would complain to get a paycheck every month without work? But after a few weeks, I found it extremely boring to stay home doing nothing. I started to feel a sense of restlessness. I felt a growing need to stay connected, to stay useful, and to find a deeper purpose in this unexpected stillness. That's when I made a decision that I would publish a book on chronic pain and regional anesthesia, a way to document and share what I have learned over the years. And the book was published in 2022, right after the pandemic. After publication of this book, I got an invitation from BSSP to attend 9th South Asian Regional Anesthesia meeting. This is where BSSP and I floated the idea of Global Online Pain Fellowship Program. Initially with Bangladeshi anesthesiologists, which later expanded to other countries. And here you see a map highlighting the 17 countries from which anesthesiologists and other healthcare professionals have enrolled in this Global Online Pain Fellowship Program in the last 2 years. And by the way, this year we had participants from 42 countries and all continents of the world except Antarctica, because no one lives there. And I will tell you about this later. But what is particularly inspiring is that many of these countries are low and middle income nations where formal pain fellowship and structured training in pain medicine simply do not exist. These include countries in South Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia, Latin America. The places where access to specialized pain education historically been limited by geography, funding, or institutional capacity. Here you see the official flyer of the the program. We usually open applications in the final quarter of the year with a deadline at the end of December. An academic year begins in March and runs through the February of the following year. It is a 12-month-long program with monthly Zoom sessions. We have a live lecture every month and live timed quiz with Qualtrics software, and then we have a quiz discussion, and we use a flipped classroom format, which means all lecture materials, videos, readings, references are provided 2 to 4 weeks in advance. This allows the participants to review and absorb the content on their own schedule before joining the live and interactive session. And after each class, participants take a 20 question quiz usually, which is designed to reinforce the key concepts discussed in the class. And results are typically returned within 24 to 72 hours. To graduate, a participant must achieve 70% in all quizzes and maintain a class attendance of 80%. We have approximately 25 to 33% graduation rate in the last 2 years. The curriculum, as you see here, is systematically organized into 12 sessions, and it is evenly divided into regional anesthesia and pain medicine. To the right, you see live session attendance data for the 2023 here, and 2024 and 2025 in the here. Although we see that a gradual decline in the attendance as the year progresses. There may be several contributing factors to this decline, and difficulty level of the course material, especially for the participant from the non-academic background, and there is a varying level of interest in the participant. Some participants are more drawn to regional anesthesia and in the chronic pain, or vice versa. And perhaps most notably, the program's high graduation standard, which means a participant must consistently score 70% and maintain 80% participation. And some participants who struggle early, they quit the program as the year progresses. So here is a comparative analysis of the assessment score between the fellowship participant and United States anesthesia residents. And I can tell you this is striking. Here you see that despite operating in a low resource environment, often with a limited exposure to many pain interventional technologies such as patient control anesthesia, advanced opioid therapies, these trainees from the low and middle income countries have shown performance at the level of US anesthesia residents and sometimes even higher than the level of US anesthesia residents. These results offer compelling evidence that when contextually relevant, high-quality educational resources are made accessible, trainees from the low and middle-income countries are not only capable of keeping up with the global standard, but can often match or even exceed them. Our program satisfaction, as we evaluated during the post program surveys showed a satisfaction above 75%, which showed a very satisfactory feedback, and 100% participant acknowledged that this program has positively impacted on their pain management practice. So in summary, this slide brings us to the full circle by connecting the mission of the global online pain fellowship to the broader international movement that IASP's 2025 Global Year for Advancing Pain Education, Research and Management in the Low Resource Setting. The GOPF participants has shown a sustainable and scalable model that supports the goal of the IASP initiative. And beyond education, this fellowship cultivates a global network of pain specialists, and it fosters mentorship and international collaboration. By the way, we are planning on submitting an article on this with this data to IASP's official journal, Pain. If any of you in the audience are interested in joining our effort, please contact me. I am here all day. So let me go a bit off topic now. I will ask you a quick question to all audience. If you can name top 5 brand or innovation from Bangladesh that is recognized globally. And I have some gift for you. If you answer correctly, I will give you a chocolate. Okay? Oral rehydration saline. It is developed and clinically tested by ICDDRB, which is International Center for Diarrheal Disease Research in Bangladesh. And this oral rehydration saline is considered one of the most important medical discoveries of the 20th century. It has saved over 70 million lives globally, particularly from dehydration over diarrheal disease. Grameen Bank, founded in 1983 by Dr. Muhammad Yunus, who is currently chief of the caretaker government. This Grameen Bank and Grameen microcredit model has replicated over 100 countries around the world through various Grameen affiliated or inspired organizations. For this achievement, Dr. Yunus got Nobel Prize for people who don't know. And BRAC has been repeatedly ranked as the #1 non-government organization or NGO in the world. It is operating in 11 countries, including United States. It works in evidence-based education, public health, microfinance, and a lot of other activities. Bcash is highly innovative, leading mobile phone services in the world, where consumers only need a mobile phone number, not a bank account, to transfer money, pay utility bills, and micro savings. This program has been featured in Fortune magazine, Forbes magazine, and also in the Gates Foundation. And all of you know garment industry. Bangladesh, every year, Bangladesh ranks either first or second in exporting ready-made garments to different parts of the world. For foreign guests, if you want to shop garments for yourself or your family, this is the right place. I recommend Bosundhara Mall. With this growing list of innovation from Bangladesh, today I have shown you Bangladesh's pivotal role in the development of this innovative global online pain fellowship. And in its third year, this program now has participants from 42 countries, all continents of the world, except Antarctica. We couldn't get any participant from Antarctica because no one lives there. But this program was developed and piloted right here in Bangladesh. It is a source of pride for Bangladeshi medical community. Importantly, Dr. Akhtaruজ্জামান and Bangladesh Society for the Study of Pain. So now let me introduce you a wild dream, that is establishing a Bangladesh Institute of Pain and Palliative Care. Let me give you a background. Like other low and middle income countries, palliative care is pretty much entirely underdeveloped in Bangladesh. One study showed that approximately 1 million patients in Bangladesh require palliative care, but only less than 4,000 people could access it. And just this year, one study showed that 10.3% of patients with chronic illness require palliative care, and particularly in the cancer patients, which is number is almost 87% of the cancer patients require palliative care. Many chronic cancer patients suffer in severe pain. In this context, I imagine the creation of Bangladesh Institute of Pain and Palliative Care is a dedicated center that not only provides clinical services but also trains, researches, and advocates. With this current non-political government led by Nobel laureate Dr. Yunus, we hope this won't be just a dream. With your support and collaboration, we aim to make progress, and maybe we can give you a good update of this dream next year. And as we wrap up the presentation, I want to sincerely thank each one of you for your time, your attention, and most importantly, your patience for advancing pain education and care in Bangladesh. The journey of Global Online Pain Fellowship rooted in Bangladesh is a testament to what we can achieve when vision meets collaboration. Now let's take this spirit beyond the lecture hall. You are all warmly invited to join me tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. for our 5K Pain Fun Run at Ramna Park, Dhaka. We will celebrate health, movement, and togetherness on the eve of Bengali New Year or Pohela Boishakh. It's a fun run, so if you don't want to run, you can simply walk. And if you go, don't leave right after the run. Stick around for a lively music festival at the park on the eve of Pohela Boishakh. Let's celebrate culture, community, and a future where no one has to suffer in chronic pain in silence. Thank you once again. I see you at the park.